What's good, peeps? Time to do another DVD/Blu-ray collection update video. Been a couple of weeks since the last one. I do like to do these every 2 or 3 weeks. On this particular occasion, I've decided that from now on I'm going to be doing 20 at a time. 20 to a video. So the videos will get slightly shorter. But it just makes it a bit more manageable for me. 20 is a nice round number. I don't have to worry about where to cut it off or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, let's dive into this. So first up, Clerks. This is the 10th anniversary edition. So yeah, Clerks. Kevin Smith's brilliant debut. I reviewed this, link in the description. This is a 3-disc set. I think 3-disc. Yeah. So I mean, on the first disc you've got the regular film. Second disc is the first rough cut of the movie before it was kind of streamlined for its proper release. And the third disc is all extras. It's got a bunch of. I mean, let's have a look at what extras I've got on it. It's got Q&A, it's got some stuff from around the time, but the main thing is a documentary called The Snowball Effect, which is the story of the making of the movie, and a very interesting one at that, because I mean this movie was produced on a ridiculously low budget. I think it was around 30,000. So, I mean, it's really interesting to see how the movie was made as a result of that. Yeah, I really like this movie an awful lot, like I say. Go and check out my review if you want to hear my thoughts more in depth on Clerks. Next up, we've got a George Romero movie, The Crazies. This is... Was this the next one after There's Always... Yeah, I think his second movie after Night of the Living Dead was There's Always Vanilla, and then I think this was the next one after that, The Crazies. This is one of those movies where I see the remake around constantly, but I didn't want to get hold of the remake until I'd seen the original. And yeah, I watched this recently. Crazies is a good film. I think I need to watch it one more time, and maybe I will review it, because it's the sort of thing that I like to sort of disassemble and review. But yeah, The Crazies, sort of infection movie. There's like a like the release of like a government top secret chemical agent that causes people to become insane and to become murderers. So yeah, very entertaining movie, a lot of fun. The Crazies is very cool stuff. Haven't seen the remake. But I mean, like I say, it's not easy to. It's not hard to find the remake. So I mean, I will probably pick that up fairly soon. Next up is Creep, the London Underground based stalk and slash movie. This is a really cool movie. I'll link this in the description. I reviewed this as well. This one. Yeah, like I say, really, really very entertaining movie. I'm not going to blather on about it, obviously, because I've already reviewed it. But I mean, this DVD comes with some commentaries and making of stuff, which is always cool. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I think Christopher Smith did a really good job on this movie. I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's Creep. Go and check out my review in the description if you're interested in my thoughts on that one. Okay, next up. Cursed, the Wes Craven horror comedy, if I recall. I think it's a werewolf movie. This, I've definitely seen this. I saw this on a coach journey a very long time ago. But I have no idea if it was any good or not. I can't remember at all. I'll need to check it out and check back in with you ladies and gentlemen on that one. Perhaps I'll review it. I seem to remember it being not very good. I'll give you that now. But like I say, I'll have to watch it again before I can give full confirmation of that. But I mean, I am a Wes Craven fan, as you know. I did a whole week of, well, 5 days rather, of Wes Craven movies to pay tribute to him. What with him having died last year, because it was for the year anniversary of his death. But yeah, no, like I say, maybe if I ever do another Wes Craven week, you'll see what I think of that one, because there are more Wes Craven films to talk about. Obviously, it wasn't the be all end all of Wes Craven films. Next up, Dara O'Brien Talks Funny, live in London. I think this is his first stand-up DVD. Doesn't say on the back. But, I mean, I really like Dara O'Brien. I like him enough to buy his DVDs. I haven't watched this one yet. I think I may have seen clips of it online and stuff, or on the TV. But, I mean, yeah, I am gonna... I am going to check this out at some point soon, I think. So yeah, that's Dara O'Brien Talks Funny. Next up, a Zomcom, Deadheads. This is about like some zombies come back, and two of these zombies are like particularly intelligent. So they sort of pair up to go on a road trip to sort of find out. One of them wants to know how and why he died. He's a fairly young guy. And to pursue his love interest from when he was still alive. Yeah, I watched this ages ago, and I seem to remember it being quite enjoyable. But I mean, like I say, it's been ages since I've actually seen it. So yeah, like I say, it's been like 6 months or something, and if you're not like paying like super close attention to a film, it can be a bit difficult to keep up with that sort of thing. But I mean, Deadheads, yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Next up, Dead Time. This is a British horror movie, heavy metal horror movie, and it's terrible. I've got to say, it's this band go to play, make a video in a studio or something, and someone's in there trying to kill them. It's just really, all looks really cheap. Obviously, it is super low budget. It's very cheap. It has got the weirdest cameo appearance in it by Ian Hill from Judas Priest, who turns up to say one line and then you don't see him again, and everyone goes, "Oh look, that's Ian Hill. Where's he gone?" You know. But yeah, no, this is terrible. Everything in it was CGI, and not good CGI either. I mean, this is what year is this from? It's copyright 2012, and I mean, even then, it looks like it was out of date by 2012. I'd say very out of date. So yeah, that's Dead Time. That's crap. Don't watch it. Next up, I reviewed this as well. This is Death Sentence with Kevin Bacon, directed by is it James Wan? Yeah, James Wan. I reviewed this, like I said, on the channel. There's a link in the description. Comes with one of those little booklets that you used to get with entertainment in video stuff to tell you what they've got coming up. This was an okay film. Yeah, like I say, link to my review in the description if you want to hear a little bit more about that. Just like a kind of Death Wish type thing, like a revenge movie where a guy sort of goes to war with this gang over the death of his son. Yeah, like I say, it's not... Oh, pardon me. It's definitely not the best revenge movie I've ever seen, but it is a pretty fun one. So yeah, go and check out my review for my more in-depth thoughts on Death Sentence. Next up, I think this is the only Blu-ray we're talking about today. It is the Arrow video release of Dario Argento's Deep Red. Now, as always, this one comes with... four reversible covers, booklet, a full disc of extras, which I'll take a bit of a look at what they are for you in just a minute. You may have noticed that I've got the poster up on my wall. Sorry, I'm looking over there because that's where it is. When I do my reviews, where I usually sit, obviously you can see my Zombie Flesh Eaters poster, but you may have noticed that recently a Deep Red poster has joined it, and that's from this. This was a steal. I think I got this for about a tenner, which is a really good price for these sort of out-of-print Arrow titles, they tend to command, you know, upwards of 30 quid depending on what they are. I mean, I've seen the Dawn of the Dead one go for as much as 60 or 70. But yeah, no, this is a really, really cool set. What's the special features? There's some interviews with like Daria Nicolodi, some stuff about the music. This one's got a soundtrack by Goblin, I think. So yeah, and Claudio Simonetti. There's audio commentaries and trailers, and there's also the option to watch the movie in the original director's cut, which is slightly odd actually, because obviously the movie wasn't entirely dubbed because it was cut down for its international version. So the on the director's cut, if you select the English language option, it cuts back and forth between English and Italian, because obviously there's loads of scenes in it that are only in Italian, which is quite entertaining to watch actually. It was an interesting thing to check out. With these kinds of giallos and stuff, obviously generally they were released dubbed anyway, so I often watch the dub just to check it out. But yeah, no, that's a great film. Deep Red's fantastic. Just a really, really good giallo. It's got some of the kind of supernatural themes worked into it, but obviously not as much as when Argento would do stuff like Suspiria and Inferno. Next up, Django Unchained. Man, I couldn't believe that it took me so long to finally see this movie. And I really like this one. Django Unchained is a very, very cool movie. It's one of Tarantino's best, I'd say. It is a bit too long, I would argue. But, I mean, I like a good Western, and I definitely think this is a very good Western. Yeah, I mean, Jamie Foxx is great in it. Leo DiCaprio, Samuel L. Jackson. Really, really cool movie. So, yeah, that's Django Unchained. We all know that one, so I won't go on about it too much. Don't Ring the Doorbell. I reviewed this on the channel as the Marfu Cage, which is its original title, not the Marju Cage, as I kept saying in the fucking video for some reason. Link in the description to that. You can check that out. This is an interesting movie, actually. It's got Carol Kane and Lee Grant in it, and they play these sisters where one of them's gone slightly crazy and is obsessed with gorillas and ends up killing people. It's a very entertaining, very interesting movie, actually. This DVD, I've got to say, this is a VHS transfer, and it's basically like watching a video, like a really old, bad-up video. You know, the screen's doing that thing where it bounces, and there's like these horizontal lines scanning along the picture. Very, very funny stuff. Got a few Bonds here. I'll just go through these really quickly. From Russia with Love. That's a Sean Connery one. Comes with a booklet and it's 2-disc. Yeah. It's, yeah. I really like From Russia with Love. Very good movie. That's the second one in the series. Goldfinger. This is the one that always comes out on the lists as being the best. And yeah, I mean, I can see it. It's a great movie. On a sort of technical level, it probably is the best Bond movie, I'd say. I probably enjoy Thunderball a bit more, though. So, yeah. Is this 2-disc as well? No, this isn't a 2-disc one. Thunderball, yeah. Like I say, really entertaining movie. You Only Live Twice, again. All of the Connery Bonds are actually pretty good. I mean, admittedly, I've never seen Never Say Never Again, but that's not one of the proper ones. Not one of the Eon ones. And Diamonds Are Forever. This was his last official Bond movie after he came back to replace George Lazenby, who played Bond in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Timothy Dalton here, The Living Daylights. He's a really underrated Bond, actually, or at least he was a really good Bond in a not so great movie at the very least. No, sorry, the other way around. He was in a great movie, but was not necessarily a great Bond. But like I say, the movies are great. The two that he was in, The Living Daylights, I think is killer, and License to Kill is one of my favourite Bond films. It's really really good movie. So yeah, that's the two Timothy Dalton movies. And this is the last Bond that I'll be showing you today, Goldeneye, another one of my favourites. Really, really, really entertaining film is Goldeneye. Obviously a big comeback for the series after a few years of, well, on a commercial level, unsuccessful movies. But yeah, no, this will be the last one I'm going to show you today, and it is Easy Rider. Easy Rider is, just a great movie. Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, Jack Nicholson. It looked like, I think my disc doesn't match up to the cover of this release. It must have been, because I got this in CEX, so there must have been multiple copies of it. I'll have to check and see if the extras match up to the stuff that's written on the cover and see what the deal is there. But yeah, no, Easy Rider is a fantastic movie. Great road movie. Very countercultural sort of thing. Really enjoy Easy Rider. Good movie. I mean, I think Jack Nicholson and Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda are all pretty great actors, but I mean, particularly Dennis Hopper is one of my favourites. And Easy Rider is the start of his career, I guess. And of course he directed it as well, so why would it not be brilliant? Yeah, Easy Rider, fantastic. Can't say enough good things about it. And although we're stopping massively short of when we usually do, that's going to be it for the DVD and Blu-ray update for this occasion. Thank you very much for watching. Please go and check out my podcast, links in the description. See you very soon, ladies and gentlemen.